Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. What a roller coaster of a weekend, Browns fans. Honestly, it's hard to put into words just how wild this past Sunday was for Cleveland. We saw our Browns go head-to-head with what many are calling the worst team in the NFL right now. And believe it or not, it turned into one of the most controversial and talked-about games of the season. It's one of those moments where fans are divided, opinions are flying, and conspiracy theories are running rampant. But let's break it all down, because what happened on that field is more than just a game. It's a story that could have long-term implications for Cleveland's future, especially when it comes to the draft and building this team into a Super Bowl contender once again. So the story begins with our young quarterback, SHEDEUR Sanders, who really put on a show. I mean, this kid played the best game by any Browns rookie QB in the Super Bowl era. He threw for 364 yards, connected on 3 touchdowns through the air, and even ran one in himself with some spectacular evasiveness and scrambling ability that had Browns fans on the edge of their seats. It was clear from the start that Sanders was dialed in, showing poise and confidence beyond his years. Despite throwing an interception, his overall performance was nothing short of impressive. You could tell he was fighting for every yard, every play, trying to keep the Browns in the game against a team that, frankly, no one expected to be this competitive. Now, that's where things get really interesting. Late in the game, with the Browns trailing and the clock ticking down, Sanders led a gutsy drive that put Cleveland in prime position to tie or even win the game. And that's when head coach STEFANSKI made the controversial call. After the Browns scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, Stefanski opted to go for 2-point conversions after both scores. Both attempts failed, but the second one, which would have tied the game at 31-31, was especially eye-opening. Instead of lining up Sanders, who had been electric all day, the team decided to go with a wildcat formation without him. That choice sparked immediate outrage among fans and analysts alike. Some fans began to question whether there was something more at play. Conspiracy theories started swirling on social media, with a significant number of Browns supporters suggesting that Stefanski might have deliberately thrown the game to better Cleveland's draft position in 2026. I know, it sounds wild, but the timing of the call, the decision to pull Sanders out of the game at such a crucial moment, and the overall context of the season have fueled a lot of speculation. Cleveland is now sitting at 3-10, and it's no secret that the franchise is looking ahead to next year's draft, especially with the possibility of selecting a new quarterback to develop behind Sanders, or even to replace him if the right talent comes along. And let's not forget the impact of that decision on Sanders himself. After the game, Sanders was asked about the conspiracy theories and the unusual play calling. He kept it classy but honest. "If I'm out there, I wish I always had the ball in my hand," Sanders said. "But that's not what football is. Sometimes you gotta run the ball. Sometimes you gotta kick a field goal." He mentioned that the team had practiced the play during the week and that everything looked good in practice. So if the coaches knew it wouldn't work out, he argued, they wouldn't have called it. Sanders pointed out that in football, you always expect success, and when things don't go your way, well, that's just part of the game. What's even more remarkable is how well Sanders played overall. His performance was a bright spot in an otherwise frustrating game. He showed incredible composure, making plays both through the air and on the ground. His rushing score was a highlight, demonstrating his ability to extend plays and keep defenses guessing. It's clear that he's got the talent and the potential to lead this team in the future, but questions now swirl about the coaching decisions and whether they're helping or hurting Cleveland's chances of building a winning culture. This game also shines a spotlight on the broader picture of where the Browns are heading. With a 3-10 record, the team is firmly in the middle of a rebuild. The NFL standings don't lie. Cleveland is now positioned to pick high in the 2026 draft, currently holding the number 4 spot. That's significant because it means the Browns could be in prime position to select a franchise-changing quarterback next April. Many fans are already speculating about who that might be, a young gunslinger who could step in and compete with Sanders, or even take over the starting role if he doesn't develop as hoped. But the draft isn't the only thing that's grabbing attention. The division itself is undergoing a shift. The Titans, who beat Cleveland this weekend, are now 2-11, tied with the Giants for the league's worst record. The Raiders are also struggling, losing to the Broncos and dropping to 2-11. Meanwhile, the Saints managed a surprising win over the Buccaneers, improving to 3-10. All of this adds up to a very clear picture. Cleveland is in a prime position to make some serious moves next season, whether it's through the draft or by building around Sanders and the current roster. Now, the question is, what does all of this mean for the Browns moving forward? Well, for starters, the team is likely to focus on developing Sanders as the quarterback of the future. His talent is undeniable, and if the coaching staff can put him in the best position to succeed, Cleveland could have a true star in the making. But at the same time, the whispers about the coaching staff's intentions and their strategic choices are not going away, especially after Sunday's game. Fans are desperate for clarity and transparency, hoping that the decisions made are solely for the benefit of the team's future rather than some hidden agenda. The coaching staff, especially Kevin Stefanski, will need to answer these questions and restore faith among the fan base. It's a pivotal moment for Cleveland. The team has shown flashes of brilliance this season, but inconsistent play, questionable calls, and now conspiracy theories threat to overshadow the progress. Still, the core of this team, led by Sanders' promising performances, gives Browns fans hope that better days are ahead. As we look ahead to next year, the focus will undoubtedly be on the draft and how Cleveland can capitalize on their high pick to bring in a game-changer at quarterback. Whether that's through developing Sanders further or bringing in someone new remains to be seen. But what's clear is that the Browns are in a transitional phase, not just in terms of wins and losses, but in how they're building the team for sustained success. The fans are hungry for a winner, and with the right moves, Cleveland might just be on the verge of a new era. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.